Next, we're going to discuss some troubleshooting fundamentals. Let's look at an overview of what we're going to cover first. We're going to talk about some tools that are used to support personal computers, both the ones that we absolutely have to have, as well as some other tools that would be convenient to have but aren't absolutely necessary. Then we'll look at virus detection and prevention. Viruses can really tear up our system. We'll look at how we can recognize that a virus is present and then what we do about it. Then we'll talk about how to troubleshoot problems that keep a computer from booting, and then how to troubleshoot problems that occur after a good boot. One way to keep problems from happening in the first place is to keep our PC in good running order. So we'll talk about some general PC maintenance tips. We'll also discuss the importance of good record keeping and some general precautions to protect software and data. So there are hardware and software troubleshooting tools, some of which are essential and some of which are convenient to have. Let's take a look at some of these. Essential troubleshooting tools are a bootable rescue disk, for example, a Windows 98 emergency repair disk. This is essential to have so that we can restart the system in the event of a system failure. Ground bracelet or a ground mat. This is essential to have. We'll be talking about electricity and electrostatic discharge later on in this training, but we definitely don't want electrostatic discharge going through our system or going through the components. So a ground bracelet is an essential tool to have and to use. A flathead screwdriver to unscrew the expansion cards and other components of the board. A Phillips head, or also called a crosshead screwdriver, because some of those screws aren't just slotted screws, some of them are Phillips. Possibly a Torx screwdriver, especially for compact computers, but also for other computers. A special type of screwdriver is needed in order to even get into the case. Tweezers to pick up small pieces, and a pair of plastic tweezers is even better than a pair of metal tweezers. A chip extractor, which works its way around a chip and can safely pull a chip out of the board without bending any of the pins. And possibly an extractor, which is a special tool that allows us to pick up a screw or a component that has fallen into a very small place into the computer. It's got like a little probe that goes in and grabs the screw to pull it out. Other tools that are nice to have but not necessarily essential include a multimeter, so we can check readings in voltage, amperage, or ohms, which we'll talk about a little bit later on. Needle nose pliers, flashlight, AC outlet ground tester, small cups or bags to put little components in, anti-static bags to put the components in when we pull them off of the board, a pen and paper to keep some notes, diagnostic cards and diagnostic software, which can come in very handy, and there are many different types of diagnostic cards and software. Utility software to help us to troubleshoot a problem, and virus detection software that's on a disk so that even if the system won't start, or even if the hard drive is completely useless, we still have a virus detection software emergency disk. We create a virus detection emergency disk when we install the most common virus protection software. So next we'll discuss how to detect viruses and what to do when we find one.